Hello, today I'll show you how to make a shadow effect in Scratch. As you can see, this is a shadow effect, and it has pretty accurate shadow casting with minimal lag. So let's get started. First, delete the cat and paint a sprite. Name it Scroll, and this will control the move or the movement of the thing. And when green flag is clicked, create two new variables called scroll X for all sprites and scroll Y for all sprites, and set both to 0. And now forever, and we change scroll X by key right arrow pressed subtracted by key left arrow pressed, and then times 5, so that if I press the left arrow, it'll change X by -5, but if I press the right arrow, it'll change by 5, and nothing will be 0. And change scroll Y instead to up arrow press subtracted by down arrow press times 5, and it'll be the same as that. And now for the actual shadow, create another new sprite and rename it to Shadow. And then in this sprite, name the costume to Big Sizer, so that we can make the size anything we want, or else there will be a size cap. Then we paint another new costume, and this time name this object or objects, and this will be casting the shadows. And now you can create some random objects or even text, and it doesn't matter what color it is. Now, when green flag is clicked, show and create shadow or shadows. And now with this, switch costume to Big Sizer, and then create two new variables called shadow size for the sprite only, and size offset for the sprite only. And now set shadow size to 100, which is the default Scratch size, and set size offset to 1. Then repeat 150 times. Change shadow size by size offset, and then create a clone of myself and change size offset by 0.2, and lastly change shadow offset or shadow size back to 100. And now when I start as a clone, first thing we do is set size to shadow size, then set brightness to -100 so that it's dark as a shadow. And now we switch costume to objects, and we move to front layer. And if you click the green flag, as you can see, it will create the shadow. And now all we need to do is the movement. or positioning. Add in a forever loop here, and broadcast a new message called position. And when I receive position, go to, and now do shadow size divided by 100 times scroll x times -1. Now duplicate this and replace scroll x with scroll y for the y position. And now make sure that it switch costume to objects. Now if you test it and use the arrow keys, as you can see, you'll create a nice shadow effect. And if you look at it enough, it might also look a bit 3D. And now with this, if you want to add a floor tile or texture that moves with it, paint a new sprite called background, and then you can add a background here, or click choose backdrop, choose a backdrop, then drag the backdrop into background, then delete that backdrop, and in backdrop use the fill tool, or actually use the box tool. Make sure the fill is black to create a dark background. And now in the sprite background, when I start, or when green flag is clicked, forever go to back layer, and in shadow duplicate the go to, and this time go to scroll x times -1 and scroll y times -1. And now if you test it, as you can see, you will have a backdrop or background. And actually, instead of green flag clicked, use when I receive position so that it doesn't have a weird lag. And lastly, for an overlay, create a new sprite called overlay, and use the box tool. Make sure the fill is a circle gradient, then swap it and make the left nothing and the right black. Then drag in a box like this, and when green flag is clicked, go to front and go to 0, 0. And now if you test it, as you can see, you have a nice shadow effect in Scratch. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.